Hello students, in previous classes we have studied about the first two events of sexual reproduction in plants, that was fertilization event and pre-fertilization event. Now the third event is post-fertilization event, in which we'll do one by one. Two main events occurs during the post-fertilization events. First is the development of the endosperm and second one is the development of the embryo. Now the product of fertilizations are, first was the zygote, which was deployed in nature, and the second was PEN, that is primary endospermic nucleus, that was deployed in nature. Now that zygote, 2N zygote, will undergo development of embryo by repeated mitotic division. The embryo is of two types, dicot embryo and monocot embryo. The development stages will study later on. First we will discuss about the endosperm development. Endosperm develops from the PEN, that is primary endospermic nucleus, which is triploid in nature. This PEN will undergo repeated mitosis and then it will give rise to the nutritive tissue, that is known as endosperm. This endosperm is highly nutritive and it is meant for the development or nourishment of the developing embryo. The development of endosperm occurs just prior to the embryo development. Now types of endosperm. There are three types of endosperm depending upon their different types of events which occurs during the developmental stages of the endosperm. It can be divided into three types. First is free nuclear, second is cellular, and third one is bilobial type of endosperm. The free nuclear type of endosperm, in which the first division of the nuclei will take place. It will give rise to two nuclei and the karyokinesis will not be followed by the cytokinesis process, and only inside the embryo sac we can see the free nuclei are present, and that's why it is known as free nuclear type of development. Examples are coconut, areca, etc. Second type is cellular type, in which the karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis, and from the very beginning the cells are also formed in the endospermic tissue. Examples are datura, petunia, etc. The third type, in which it is mixed type, that means the first division is free nuclear type, then it will the nuclei will undergo, that is karyokinesis will be followed by cytokinesis. It will give rise to two cells and then it will again undergo free nuclear type. Maximum number of good number of nuclei are present towards the micropylar end and less number of nuclei are present towards the chalazial end. And the endosperm is, the example is Asphodelus. So at the latter, in the developed endosperm you can see all are similar, but during only the developmental stages there are the differences there, and accordingly it is divided into three types, categorized into three types: free nuclear, cellular and bilobial type. Now we will discuss about the embryo, dicot embryo and monocot embryo. We will discuss about the development of dicot embryo. The product of fertilization, that is zygote, which is 2N or diploid in nature, will undergo division, mitotic division, to give rise to two cells. Upper cell is known as CA or terminal cell, and lower one is known as basal cell. Suppose here it is CB and this is CA. Now this CB or the lower cell will undergo division to form 4-celled stage known as quadrate stage. Then again division to form 8-celled stage or octant stage. And now at this stage the 8 cells will undergo periclinal division to give rise to outer layer and inner layer. The outer layer cell is known as dermatogen, which will give rise to the epidermis, and inner cell will give rise to the embryo proper. Now here it will undergo the upper cell, that is CA or the terminal cell, will undergo repeated division to make a long suspensor, and the uppermost cell of this suspensor becomes larger and it will form the haustodia. Earlier the shape of the embryo is globular shape, then it will undergo division and it will form occupy the shape of heart shape and finally horseshoe shape having two cotyledons. Now here in dicot there are two cotyledons are there. The embryo have the structure that it have two cotyledon and embryonal axis. Above the embryonal axis, upper part is known as epicotyle and lower part is known as hypocotyle, and that epicotyle will give rise to plumule and the lower portion will give rise to radicle, which will later develop in the form of root and plumule into the shoot system. That we'll discuss through the diagram.
This diagram is showing the embryo development in dicot plant. Here you can see the zygote, which is the product of fertilization. It will undergo division to form the terminal cell and basal cell. Now this basal cell will undergo division of mitotic division to give rise to the embryo, and this upper cell will undergo repeated division to give rise to the long suspensor. The topmost cell is known as haustoria. In the beginning the shape of the embryo is globular type. Now later on it becomes heart shape and finally horseshoe shape. Now here you can see number of cotyledon is 2 because it is dicot embryo, and this is radicle which will ultimately give rise to the root system and plumule which will give rise to the shoot system.
After the development of dicot embryo, now we will study about the development of monocot embryo. Here the earlier stages of division, that is division is same like dicot plant, that is transverse division. So the zygote will undergo transverse division and it will now form 3 cells: upper cell, terminal, then middle and then basal. This basal cell will undergo division, repeated division to form a large suspensor. The terminal cell will undergo repeated mitotic division to give rise to the cotyledon, which is single in number in monocot, and that is also known as scutellum. And the middle cell will undergo repeated division to form the embryonal axis, that is radicle, plumule, etc. Now there are only one cotyledon present in the monocot embryo, scutellum. The embryonal axis is present at the lateral side of the scutellum or the cotyledon, whose upper portion is known as plumule, which is covered by the sheath, and that sheath is known as membranous sheath is known as coleorhiza, and the coleoptile, and lower side the radicle is covered by the sheath which is known as coleorhiza. Now we will discuss this diagram of this monocot embryo.
This diagram is showing the stages in development of monocot embryo. You can see here the fertilized egg, that is zygote. It will undergo division. It will give rise to 3 cells: middle cell, terminal cell and suspensor. This cell will give rise to the embryo, and this suspensor will undergo repeated division to form a long this suspensor. The uppermost cell of this suspensor is known as haustoria. The lowermost cell, this will undergo division of the embryo, which is globular in shape in the beginning. It will give rise to plumule, radicle and cotyledon. As it is monocot embryo, that's why the number of cotyledon will be single, which is known as scutellum. Now one side of on the lateral side of this scutellum, this embryo axis is there. The upper portion is known as shoot apex, which is covered by the sheath known as coleoptile, and lower part is known as radicle, which is covered by coleorhiza, and terminal portion is covered by root cap. Now this is the embryo, and you can see this is the stages in development of the monocot embryo. This diagram showing the mature embryo. This is the diagram of dicot embryo, and this is the monocot embryo, which we have already discussed.